the Who Guy and welcome back to a very special video where today we're checking out the brand new B&M set just released, History of the Daleks set 20. Of course, this is from the episode Remembrance of the Daleks, and today we're taking a look at the Imperial Dalek and a special weapons Dalek in this video. I think the price is very reasonable for this set, and of course you do have to unfortunately hunt this exclusively in B&M, which can make it hard. Of course, as always, will B&M be continuing these sets in the future? We will see, but we've got set 20 to take a look at today. And just a quick update, sorry about the lack of uploads recently. I was admitted to hospital for about a week, so I haven't been home to record anything. Luckily, my family was there to pick up these B&M sets though before they ran out. So videos should continue weekly from now.
You missed me, right?
But if you do enjoy today's video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe down below. Let's get straight into reviewing the set. And here's a closer look at the packaging of the History of the Daleks set number 20. As you can see, it's in that same kind of white style guide with the 7th Doctor's colours, which is this kind of purplish colour that they have chosen for him. We've got the Jodie Whittaker box on the bottom left, as well as the character logo and a limited edition sticker. As always, the set title, which is History of the Daleks 20, and on the top right, as you can see there, the episode title where these Daleks are from, as well as the date of that episode, and of course that this is part of the 5.5 inch scale range, as well as the contents inside being the Imperial Dalek and that very elusive special weapons Dalek. And turning to the side of the box, you just get more information about the set and Doctor Who logos. The top of the box continuing that on, as well as the side. The bottom's got all your legal stuff, but on the back you get a nice write-up all about Remembrance of the Daleks and just some history about the props themselves. And of course that awesome Doctor Who merchandise sticker. Let's get this open. And here they are out of the packaging, and yeah, they look absolutely stunning. Of course, I do have a very much favourite in this set, being that special weapons Dalek. However, it is nice to get another standard Remembrance of the Dalek Imperial Dalek. They are just re-releases, so both of these Daleks have been released before. However, I think they are updated well and look pretty decent. But I think both of them look really, really cool. And let's take a look at that standard Imperial Dalek first. Here is that standard Imperial Dalek, and wow, does the gold pop on this one. Yes, it is that lovely gold they've been using for quite a while now with this character options range, and I think it looks absolutely amazing and definitely like the Daleks from Remembrance of the Daleks. Once again, this Dalek's had a few tweaks. Of course, we did get a previous release in the Coal Hill set recently. That had a few inaccuracies with it, and then this one does also have its inaccuracies, but it is much closer to the prop than the previous released version. As you can see, mine has a weird defect with the plunger. It's yeah, very bent. I know you can heat that up and make that better, so I'll make sure to do that. Just a word of warning though, maybe you want to check your Daleks a little bit better, just because the quality control on these might not be great. As you can see, all of the detail on this Dalek is present what you would like, with the base kind of cream colour they've been using now for a while, and that stunning gold that really does pop on this release. Taking a closer look at that head, I think it looks absolutely wonderful. I love the golden dome lights. I think they've been represented really, really nicely. The eye stalk is where it comes into the argument of whether it is accurate. This release, they have painted it silver in the inside with a gold dot. The previous release was black, so this is much more accurate. However, the sculpt isn't accurate anymore. As you can see, there's like indentations in the iris. So yeah, I'm not sure what they were thinking there, whether that's a little bit of a mashup in the factory, so that is unfortunate. However, it still works for me. I know these Daleks are never going to be 100% accurate, and I think this is just a little bit more accurate than that previous release. And then coming to that neck section, I think that looks really, really cool as well. The sculpt really just makes the kind of grooves really pop out on it. And then coming down to the slats, this is something as well that they have updated for this release. The previous release had the kind of mesh design in between, when this is far more accurate with the kind of clean slated painted parts, and that has been represented really nicely. The gun and the plunger, as you can see, my plunger is a bit wonky, but have been represented nice in that gold colour, as well as the hexagon bit there in the middle of the Daleks been nicely sculpted. And then coming down to the hemispheres, as usual, are sharp as ever. Lovely painting, no paint bleed or anything like that. They look absolutely wonderful and really sharp. And then you've just got a kind of plain cream base, no wear and tear on this Dalek, very nice and clean, unlike the special weapons Dalek. Of course, on the bottom you've got the wheels as usual, so you can move your Dalek about. And of course, for articulation, it is the usual with the full 360 at the head. The eye stalk can go up and down, and of course the full ball joint movement for the gun and plunger. Really nice updated release on this. And then when you compare both of them together, as you can see, this one is far more accurate. I love the gold used on this one as well. The gold used on this one is maybe a tad lighter, but it's not too noticeable. But the eye stalk on this one is much more accurate in colour, so I think this one does take the cake. And of course, having the slats being smooth on this one make it that much better. They are very similar, so they don't look really out of place, really, if you wanted to army build these Daleks. And it is just a nice inclusion to get in this set. But of course, the main reason I wanted this set is, yes, this bad boy, the special weapons Dalek. I finally have one in my collection. I know this has been released multiple times in the past, but I do believe this may be the best version of the special weapons Dalek released, and I'm very happy to have it in my collection. It's just one of my favourite Dalek designs of all time, just the uniqueness of it, and to finally have it in my collection is very exciting. The sculpt is fantastic. I think it's one of the best character sculpts they've ever made for a Dalek, and this one just looks awesome. And I think the paint apps, the updated paint apps on this figure, just make it so much superior to the previous release. You do have to make sure though that you are looking at them in the shop, because a lot of this kind of grubby paint, as you see, has been put on like this wash. It can vary from figure to figure, so just make sure you get a good one, because I have seen ones where it's just like a black strip down there and doesn't really look real. When this one, luckily, does look really nice with kind of oil spilling out or whatever muck has been put on this Dalek. But as you can see, the sculpt and the gold used once again is fantastic, and it's got that base cream colour with that dirty wash just all over this figure to give it that weathered look that it has in the show. Starting off with the dome, what a sculpt this is. I absolutely love the design of this Dalek, and it is no exception here. You get all the black paint and rivets sculpted. No articulation on this bit, because the articulation is a bit further down, which is at the waist, as you can see here. And I do like that they did continue the weathering underneath. They made sure to paint that bit where obviously if you turn the Dalek you can kind of see the bottom there. They did continue the weathering on that. That might rub off in time, but it is really nice that they included it in this release. Get the massive gun, of course, the special weapon. That looks really awesome, and that moves up and down like so. So not too much articulation on that one, but it is nice to have, and that has been sculpted really nicely, given this kind of silver wash as well to make it look all dirty and grubby. But all of the rivets, as you can see, have been painted nicely. A really nice black wash on the gold also, and just scratches and scrapes and oil and just muck all over this Dalek. It just makes it really stand out in the collection, and it just looks really awesome. I must say, it looks so much better in person than it did in the photos. The promotional photos did look a bit naff, when in person this looks awesome. The base again has been given this scratch design also, and painted in gold, and of course you got the caster wheels on the bottom so you can move your special weapons Dalek around. But I'm just so happy to finally have this in the collection, and it looks really awesome. And you can just get some really cool display options with all of your Remembrance of the Daleks figures. So what do you think about this set? I think it's really awesome. It's really nice to get another one of these standard Remembrance of the Daleks, just so you can kind of army build with these, and then to finally get a re-release in the B&M wave of the Special Weapons Dalek is always going to be a plus to me. And I hope the line does continue. I'm hoping we see maybe some Paradigm Daleks soon. That would be really cool. If you have enjoyed today's video, make sure to smash that like button and make sure you are subscribed down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I've been the New Guy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. My mind's charged.